really doing this again. We're really going down this route again, huh? Time. Time is a hell of a thing, isn't it? You see, if you do your history and you go on SoCal Uncensored and look up pro wrestlers in the decade 2010, you're going to see a young upstart, one hell of a talented kid named Ric Ellis. Now, if you ask anyone who was around back then, who is the one name that's going to go to a whole other level in pro wrestling, the one name that will break out of Southern California, that name wouldn't be, I don't know, Johnny Yuma. That name wouldn't be, oh, I don't know, my old tag partner Devin Sparks. That name wouldn't be Brandon Gatson. Now, no disrespect to any of those names. They're just not on my level. Or maybe they weren't on my level back then. See, the problem is with time, you always think you have more of it. You always think you're going to get another opportunity. You're going to get another chance to shine, another chance to be a superstar in the minds of fans, wrestlers, promoters alike. It doesn't matter. But the fact is, time, as they say, waits on no man. And that's why I'm sitting here now, 10, 11 years later? I've been through my share of shit. Let's put it that way. I had knee injuries, I've had shoulder injuries, I've had concussions. The fact of the matter is, I have been through the ringer. But now, time is on my side because I've taken time. I've taken time to heal. I've taken time to train. I've taken time to get my mind right. You see, I'm a father. I'm a husband. And I'm a man that's not satisfied with working the 9 to 5. I'm a man that's not satisfied with just average things in life. So I want to come back to pro wrestling after I already proved myself in the 9 to 5 world. But pro wrestling, I can do better. And that's why I am coming back. That's why May 8th, 2021, man, a lot of time has passed. Some of you may not even know who Ric Ellis is. And for that, I say shame on you. Do your history. Open up a book. I had a match with Davey Richards, right? The top name, not just Southern California, not just the United States, but a worldwide name. At the time, 2010, the greatest wrestler going right then. He was the man. A week before that match, I tore a ligament in my knee. No big deal, I've done it before, I said. I took a week off. I went out in isolation and I tried to take care, I tried to heal myself before the biggest match of my life. The match that was supposed to propel me to ROH. The match that was supposed to propel me to PWG. The match that was supposed to take me to the next level. I had so many people tell me, Rick, you were right on the cusp of greatness. You were right on the edge of where Southern California needs to break out. Everybody always said, Southern California is where wrestlers come to die. Because nobody breaks out of Southern California. I hurt my knee the week before I wrestled Davey Richards. What happened was, I tore my ligament, I had a concussion, and I dislocated my kneecap in that match. So much for my shot at ROH. So much for my shot at PWG. And Ric Ellis kind of floats into nothingness once again. So the thing about time is a bitch if you let it. You see, time can frustrate you, but time can also motivate you. See, the fact remains is I have unfinished business in pro wrestling. Not only in SoCal, but I need to ascend to different heights. I need to prove to everybody, my wife, my 3 kids, and myself, that I wasn't full of shit back in 2010. I have unfinished business, and that shit has haunted me since then. So 2019, I decided to make another return. And who else but my former tag partner, Devin Sparks. You see, now we had plenty of history, not just in Southern California, but Japan. But the fact remains, again, unfinished business. That shit haunts me. So Devin Sparks, I came up against you again in Zealot Pro down in Arizona, where you started making a name for yourself. Then after my match with Devin Sparks, I take a couple months off, I heal up again, and I face Adrian Quest. Now this is around the time when I start to feel, I'm starting to get my legs back, I'm starting to get my wind back, I'm starting to get my mind right. My head's feeling good, my knee is feeling good. All injuries, every issue out the window. So who gives me a call? Who rings me up? Adam Ginsberg over at West Coast Wrestling Company. Of course, why not? I was the face of that company. I was the West Coast Wrestling Heavyweight Champion for over a year. And then what happens? 3 days before the show, emergency surgery for my gallbladder. And you know what? I sat there on the hospital bed, contemplating, can I postpone this surgery till after the show? Because that's how much you mean to me, Adam. That's how much the West Coast Wrestling Company means to Ric Ellis. My wife, my family, they convinced me otherwise. They said there'll be more time. So then I heal up. A couple months later, I'm feeling good. I'm ready to get back at it again. And what happens? COVID. Shut down. Again. Time taken away. Opportunity slips through my fingers. Time after time after time after time. Injury after injury after injury after COVID. So May 8th, let's try this again, shall we? Let's try this one more time. Brandon Gatson versus Ric Ellis. Brandon, I faced you before in Las Vegas. So let's do it again in California, huh? The 2 top talents that should be elsewhere and are not, facing off. That story writes itself. May 8th. You better bring your best, Brandon Gatson. This time is on my side.
What's the reason why you're doing this? What's the reason why you're making a comeback now after being gone for over a year?